Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. In today's matchup we'll have CellaWeRRa, the Zerg powerhouse from Korea, playing against oGsVicaL, and I'll just be calling him Vical from here on out, spawning as the blue Protoss in the top right part of the map. And of course this is a Zerg versus Protoss matchup here on Lost Temple, spawning relatively on the same side of the map. I usually just dictate that by the water going through the middle of the map. So we do have a little shorter of a rush distance between the two bases. And I'm sure they'll find that out very soon as we go on here. And you know, that shorter rush distance could mean a nice little rush from either CellaWeRRa with some Zerglings, or even from Vical as by means of Zealots. So we'll probably see a nice little gate off here for Vical as we go on, just probably putting some gateways up right here just to block any kind of Zergling rush between the two. And this is a Korean matchup, like I said, so if anybody can translate what's going on in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sure everybody viewing this would appreciate it as well. So thank you in advance if you do that for me, and for the viewers rather. And we're looking here in CellaWeRRa's base, going for that fast extractor, not even going for the spawning pool yet. It looks like, yeah, we are going for that now with that 14 pool. And yeah, there's that gateway coming down right at the ramp. Of course, CellaWeRRa seeing that, getting inside here, and just starting to scout out what Vical has. Of course, going after that pylon. Looks like he's doing a nice little aggressive move there, trying to take down that pylon right away. And Vical getting inside of CellaWeRRa's base as well, just to scout out what's going on. Does see that spawning pool coming down, does see that extractor already getting mined with some drones. Is that probe getting up here just to look up and say, hey guys, how you doing? Gets a little greedy, starts zapping away, and we do have some drones get around and take that probe out. With this money, we're probably going to see some metabolic boosts come out right away from CellaWeRRa, trying to get those Zerglings. Of course, there's that cybernetic core. Yeah, there's that metabolic boost coming down, and that cybernetic core coming down just to complete a little bit more of a wall off, getting a little tiny area to walk through there. We'll probably put a Zealot, yeah, putting that Zealot right there to block off, and we see CellaWeRRa bringing up his ooh, we do have one little drone up here just kind of dancing around, as looks like this probe going to start looking in there to get ready. And this one probe from Vical now running away from those Zerglings. Zerglings just going in there and starting to do some busy work there. As CellaWeRRa's probe drone's still sitting there, doing a nice little dance. Look at that nice little dance. As looks like these Zerglings still trying to chase after. Oh, they see another probe here. Just gonna go chasing after that. As CellaWeRRa is going for that expansion now to sustain some more growth for his units. And again, sending out another probe for Vical, trying to get as much information as possible. Of course, this probe going to get hit pretty heavy here by this nice amount of Zerglings. 8 Zerglings up now. Metabolic boost should almost be done, I would imagine. And Queen now bringing out the larvae. Yeah, that metabolic boost is almost done. And CellaWeRRa just trying to get a little bit of map control here, seeing what's on the map, seeing if there's any expansions besides what would be coming down here in this natural expansion. Now it looks like Vical wanting to get a little bit comfortable here before he puts his expansion down. He does have the money for it, and he will start putting that expansion down inside of his natural expansion. As Zerglings do start coming up into this expansion area, we do have a sentry down. We do have a 2 Zealots down here. Going to try and do what he can. Does put a nice force field down, forcing those Zerglings to back off. With 1 Zealot out here, could have got surrounded probably there and getting taken out. As we do see a Forge now coming out for Vical. Probably going to see some some upgrades coming out for weapons, and probably some cannons coming out from Vical as well to help defend this expansion. We'll probably see a nice little wall off here just to protect this expansion. So CellaWeRRa now on his natural expansion does have a queen here, is going to be getting some more larvae coming out. Always great. We do have a roach horn coming out inside of his base, his main base as well. So we're going to see some nice heavy ground units starting to come out from CellaWeRRa's side as we move in here. And CellaWeRRa, of course, getting a nice view of what's going on. Well, not really. He doesn't see a whole lot going on here yet. It does look like a drone did get up here. Yeah, there's the deadly part of it. So that drone that was been sitting up there for the longest time, as we do have Zerglings coming in here now into the expansion for ZvP, as trying to take out what he can on these Zealots. These Zealots are doing very well, pushing away the Zerglings as they come in. We're down to one Zergling, just one Zergling getting in here, trying to do some kind of searching and pulling the drones off just to what looked like he was going to try and get that Zergling is coming in just to saturate this expansion. And we do have a Stargate coming up in the back with a Phoenix, going to use that probably initially just to start scouting out CellaWeRRa's base to see what he's up to. Of course, ZvP not having a lot of units out right now, wants to get as much information as possible inside CellaWeRRa's base. We also have a robotics facility coming out. So it should be interesting to see what we're going to be building into here. Will he could be going for observers? I don't think he'll be going for observers, just because he has that fast Phoenix now, going out to start scouting away. And we might be seeing, since we do have a Zergling player here, we might be seeing some Colossus come out from that robotics facility just to deal damage to those Zerglings. And yeah, just trying to deal a little bit of damage here as he's scouting around on these Overlords. Going to try and decrease how many units are coming out at a time for CellaWeRRa here. Of course, these Overlords are the bread and butter for supply for a Zerg player. Now, it looks like another Phoenix up here now, getting rid of that Overlord up on the high ground here. Going to say, I don't think so, guys. You're getting out of here, Mr. CellaWeRRa. As he now has two Phoenixes out, another one on the way, and starting to really go out and scout. Does see those roaches there, does see that he is going for this nice heavy ground army, and just going to go in here and try and take out another Overlord. As these Queens starting to come up, we do have 3 Queens now, really good defense for air units. Taking out another Overlord, going for this Overlord up here. These Queens, of course, on the creep, getting really nice and fast. Going to start trying to attack down, taking down one Phoenix. But as that happened, we did take down another Overlord. As we're forcing the hand of CellaWeRRa to produce more and more Overlords at the same time. So yeah, we do have a Colossus coming out from that robotics facility. We did have a robotics bay coming down. Not going for that thermal lance upgrade yet. Very essential to have that on Colossus, just because of, well, as we saw down here, we do have some Hydras out, and that range, especially once that grooved spine that's being researched right now for CellaWeRRa, they will outrange any of that Colossus damage. So that is kind of pivotal, as we do see now that ZvP is going for that thermal lance technology. And now CellaWeRRa just grouping up down here by the Xel'Naga Tower, just getting as much vision as possible, as we have these Phoenixes starting to race around, trying to find things to scout out and to damage if we possibly can. And we'll keep an eye on those as we see CellaWeRRa starting to move out just a little bit. These Hydras just going really nice and slow here off the creep. Starting to attack those Phoenixes. One does go down from those Hydras as we move on here. Of course, a Colossus just sitting here right behind the Forge, getting ready to do some kind of attack, as it looks like CellaWeRRa is starting to push in, taking out that one lone Zealot that went out there. And of course, this Colossus just starting to attack as we have these Hydras starting to focus fire down on that Colossus. And it looks like these Hydras getting picked up by the Phoenixes as these roaches starting to move in against the Stalker. Another Colossus comes out. This Colossus almost down. Just pulling back, of course, trying to get out of the range of these roaches as we move on here. And these Colossus not doing a whole lot of damage right now to these roaches, just trying to do what he can. Nice little force field there by ZvP, trying to get the units separated here and getting these Phoenixes up on the high ground just to get out of the range of these Hydras as we move on. But again, focus fire down from these Hydras, trying to get up on this ramp and picking up some more Hydras here as that Colossus does go down. Another Colossus almost out, but I don't think that's going to be enough for these Hydras as we're moving on here. These Zerglings just coming in, starting to really take down these units. All the Phoenixes out of play right now. Spire coming up for CellaWeRRa here, but I'm not sure if they're really going to be needed for Mutas right now, as it looks like we are seeing dominance here from CellaWeRRa coming up as that last force field comes down and units starting to come into the base, the main base of ZvP here. And these Hydras just starting to tear down the pylons as they go, starting to decrease any kind of income here, any unit production here for VicaL. As it looks like, yeah, that last Colossus going down and now going after that robotic facility, as VicaL now pulling off all of his units, all of his drone probes to go after all those Hydras that are coming in, trying to produce even more Stalkers here as we're going in. But it looks like, yeah, the GG coming from VicaL in some shape or form here as we go on. So really nice ZvP action. Of course, CellaWeRRa just showing some really nice dominance here as we progress through the match, and just these Hydras really getting the range there and focus firing down those Colossi. Now, if it would have just been Zerglings going against that front door, VicaL would have totally had that, would have been able to get those Zerglings down. But because he had roaches, those nice armored units, and these Hydras aren't armored, they're light, but because they have that range and they could focus fire down that Colossus, just open up the door for CellaWeRRa to get in and just take out whatever he could inside VicaL's base. So really good matchup. And if you want to see more from CellaWeRRa, just let me know. If you're really in the Zerg play, just let me know. If you're really in the Protoss, let me know as well. If you want to see more Terran matches, I know I haven't showcased a lot of Terran matches. Just let me know down in the comments on this video. And please make sure to subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.